What's up? Yeah, so here's a battle for Jesus Rippon's War of the Holy Land things against my opponent. I forgot the name. So yeah, um, we had a disconnection, and so we had to do it again. Yeah, so like the first time I had set up my stuff first of all, he had went for the taunt, but I won the speed tie before. So this time he decided to just go for psychic. Because anyway, I did this. I don't know why I did the explosion when we first had the battle. I just randomly said I'll just go for the explosion. He went to Dust Noir, predicting it. So I go for the combine. We had disconnected after the explosion. So I go into the legend and combine, but he tricked me a choice band, and I was mind boggled. So he's tightening his focus as I switched into my Gyarados and getting the intimidate. Apparently I could take that, so now I know it's a focus puncher. And people walking downstairs. So, yeah. Gyarados is kind of the best thing for me to go against this Gyarados, for this Dustin on my team apparently. So now I go back into the legend. And he withdraws because he doesn't like that combination with Gyarados, and he goes into this thing. So yeah. I kind of just using this thing as a death fodder at the moment, so I figured I'd just go for the Surf, but he substitutes. So, I decide to do what I will do in quite a second. So he gets his leftovers, and then I switch. I should have gone into someone else, but I just went to Bubba because I know I could take it, in hopes that maybe I can try it and set up. So I can take the Thunderbolt fairly well, and I figured he was gonna go for a substitute, so I just go for a Fire Punch. But excuse me. Oh, let me take a quick sip. So it goes in this thing. I wish I could have gotten the burn hacks, but I don't. So people walking downstairs. So I go into the legend, and he's just going to go for the Dragon Dance. And sandstorm's happening. Okay, so he goes for the Stone Edge, and it's not going to take me out. So I'm cool. So I just go for a Surf, and I know it's not going to kill because of the sandstorm. And yeah, so I was hoping he could maybe miss next Stone Edge, but he isn't going to. And I'll easily take me out. Like, no joke. So, what's going to happen? I go into Sparks, which I should have gone before into that Thunderbolt on the Magnezone, but I didn't. So, I go for the Thunderbolt in case he would switch into whatever. Not predicting he had a Jolteon because he had this guy. So, I just go for another Thunderbolt. Didn't feel like switching. And it does a lot, because this thing apparently isn't really special defense bulky. And he went for the substitute. Could have, should have, would have switched, but I didn't. Didn't really have anyone I wanted dead with the explosion, so I left Jolteon in, and he went for the explosion. So now I lose Jolteon. I probably could have sacrificed someone like Bubba, but I didn't. No, I lost Jolteon. So now I'm just going to Gyarados to see who he goes into. He goes into Goodbye. I totally forgot this thing's still alive. So yeah, so he switches out and goes into his cat turn, and as I had switched out to go in before Hornet, my Heracross, who's the first time I've really used in the battle, and he doesn't like that, and he switches out, and he knew I wasn't going to go for the close combat, which he got really lucky. I just gone for the Mega Horn, ain't gonna do jack shit. So I switch out and I go into Bubba, and he goes for the Magma Storm. Holy Jesus. So now Snorlax is going to be raped by Magma Storm for a while. So he's going to go for the taunt. I didn't think this thing would have taunt. I didn't know what it was. But I went for the Body Slam, predicting a switch to something that's not Dusknoir. But he stays in, and I don't get para hacks because tournament battles, I don't get any hacks that I can get in a regular battle. So I go for another Body Slam, And yeah, I'm gonna kill. Oh, the stupid vent has to turn on now. Damn it. Anyway. Oh, part 2. And this, I actually was able to record, like, perfect. So, he goes for the Dragon Pulse, pushes it down to LOL69, and I get him another body slam. No paralyze, so that's cool. So I was hoping that Dragon Pulse wouldn't kill, because I wasn't paying attention to how much it did before. But it kills, so I won't be able to get the rest off, and yeah. So, I lose my Bubba. So now I go into Gyarados to intimidate and scare him off. But he stays in and takes the waterfall. So he's dead. Bye-bye. He probably tried to outspeed me, but didn't happen. Nope. So I get my leftovers. So now he goes into Johnny Boy. And I don't like that matchup. So I go into In Before Hornet. And he goes for the Swords Dance. And yeah, I just take some sandstorm damage, and he's gonna switch out and go into his Dust Norm to take the Mega Horn that I'm going to miss because pro. And I don't know, it still seems like it's going really slow, like maybe 300 speed. I don't know. So now he's tightening his focus, and I'm just going to switch into Gyarados because Gyarados would still take it. Yeah. So I take the focus punch. I think either go waterfall, or I go for the waterfall, or I screw up here. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you the whole why I did what I did. So he's gonna go for a Shadow Sneak because now he figures that'll do more damage. Which now I go for the taunt because I was predicting a switch into whatchamacallit, but he doesn't. And if I had used that turn to either get Waterfall or Dragon Dance off, things would have been a lot easier. But I didn't. So, yeah. So, he hits me for Shadow Sneak. I didn't do that much. And I go for a Waterfall. And it does a decent chunk. I think it's about a 3 or 4 hit KO though. So, I'm going to be able to kill this thing quickly. And more footsteps upstairs in my house. So yeah, Shadow Sneak hits me. Ain't do that much. Waterfall, it does a good chunk. Where one more should kill. And yeah, so I want to hit him with another waterfall, and he's gonna hit me with another Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak isn't going to kill me, so waterfall. If he would have gotten a crit, probably would have been his game. But, well, he would have guaranteed the victory. But, yeah. So, now he goes into goodbye, his Azelf, and I'm obviously just going to stay in and die. So, goodbye, Gyarados. See what I did there. So now, I'm really screwed. I'm only left with my Heracross, but I can't miss a Mega Horn. So, Mega Horn hits, and I didn't die. So now all he has left is a Cacturn, which I know probably has Bright Powder in the Sandstorm, unless it has leftovers. I didn't see it before, but I wasn't paying attention. So, if it has the Bright Powder Sandstorm, chances of me hitting aren't very likely. But, so he goes for the Sucker Punch, and I know it isn't going to kill because I did a quick damage calc. And I go for the Mega Horn. It hits! Thank God! So I win the battle! Yes! So, a good game. Rock something, I believe. And yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and check out the websites that are going to be in the description. And peace!